Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm genuinely excited about today's video because Smartsheet has finally released a feature that so many of us have been waiting on for years. You can now create a drop-down list that links directly to another sheet. That means you only have to maintain one master list, and every sheet that uses that list stays up to date automatically. No more copying and pasting drop-down values and updating dozens of sheets every time one thing changes. If you've ever built a project template, an intake sheet, vendor list, department list, or employee directory, this feature will save a ton of time. Before we jump in, I know some of you are thinking you are not Candace Porter. And you're right, I'm not. I'm Amanda Abear. I've been with Effective Flow Connections for over 9 years now, and I'm one of our Smartsheet solution builders. I spend my days designing scalable Smartsheet solutions that help organizations simplify their work and improve their processes. So let's dive into today's topic. To demonstrate this feature today, I'm going to use a conference meal planning example. So what you're looking at now on the screen is an approved vendor list. This is a list maintained by our operations department, are approved to provide meals for team meetings, conferences, or anything else here held at our office. So this is a list maintained by our operations department. They can add or take vendors off of this list whenever they feel it necessary. So now I'm going to navigate to my conference meal planning sheet. So here I have my conference meal planning sheet, and I'm eventually going to turn this into a template. But for today's example, what I want to show you is how to link the vendor column here in this sheet to that approved vendor list. That way, anytime the operations department adds a new vendor or removes a vendor, it's no longer an option for me to choose on this conference meal planning sheet here. So the first important thing is that you need to be in table view. I work a lot in grid view because this was the original view that I worked in Smartsheet in years ago. So I just always work in grid view, but it's important in order to access this feature that you're in table view. So I'm going to go to this view option button here, and I'm going to select table view. Now, once in the table view, it's going to look very similar to the grid view, and you're going to navigate to the column properties. And you can do that one of two ways. You can either right click at the top of the column and go to column properties, or when you click on the column, there's this 3 dots here. You can click on that and select column properties. This is going to look similar to that grid view. Under column type, I'm going to select drop down. And then the third option here is the new one, link to another sheet. And I'm going to turn that on. Then in my source sheet here, I'm going to navigate to that approved vendor list sheet. So approved vendor list for meals, I'm going to navigate to that, and I'm going to click select. And then under my source column, I'm going to select the column in that vendor sheet that I want to appear in the dropdown. So I'm going to do vendor name here, and I'm going to click apply. So now this column within my sheet is only going to display the names in that vendor list. So again, if the operations department adds a new restaurant that can cater, then it'll appear on this list once they add it to that approved vendor sheet. Or if they delete a name, so Hall's Brothers Barbecue went out of business, they're no longer available. If they delete that name from the master sheet, it'll no longer show up on this list either. So this is great, but how would you use it, or how would I use it? So for this particular example, I'm going to select that I want Hall's Brother Barbecue for dinner Monday night. What I want to do is now have this sheet help me establish my budget that I need for meals for the conference. So what I'm going to have it do is within that master sheet, if I navigate back to it just to show you real quick, I have a column here called approximate cost per person. So this is telling me approximately what is the cost of a meal per person. I'm going to navigate to my conference meal planning sheet, and I want this sheet to pull up that column, the approximate cost per person for Hall Brothers Barbecue. So I'm going to write an index match formula here. So I'll start with my equal sign and my index formula. So this first piece of data that I want to pull is what I want this formula to ultimately return to me. So I want it to return the approximate cost per person from that master intake sheet. So I'm going to reference another sheet, and I can either use this reference another sheet, but because I have already linked this approved vendor list to this sheet, it comes up in my quick option here. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click the column. Make sure you click the column, not a direct number. I'm going to click the column for the approximate cost per person, and I'm going to insert that reference. Now I'm going to use the match feature. So I'm going to hit the comma, and then I'm going to use the match function feature, and I want it to pull the approximate cost per person when the vendor in this row matches the vendor in my master sheet. So my first one is the search value. So that's the vendor in the row in this sheet. And then you do a comma. And then you want this value to match what's in the vendor column in my approved vendor list. So I'm going to select the vendor name column, and I'm going to insert the reference there. And then I want it to be an exact match. So I'm going to put a 0. I'm going to close the parentheses for my match formula, and then I'm going to close the parentheses for my index formula, and I'm going to press enter. Now, this column here is pulling in the approximate cost per person for Hall Brothers Barbecue. Now, I want to make this a column formula, so I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to say convert to column formula. And now I can see at the top of my approximate cost per person, I have this formula notation, which means it's a column formula. Now I can simply put in the number of attendees for Monday's night's dinner. So I'm going to put in 50. And when I put in 50, my approximate cost for the meal is already calculated. This is just calculating the approximate cost per person times the number of attendees, which leaves me with $1,150 for dinner Monday night. Now I can just keep going through this list because I made this a column formula and this was already a column formula, and I can figure out the cost for the rest of my meals. So for breakfast the next morning, I want to do Conaway Family Catering. When I click out of that, it's going to pull in the approximate cost per person, and then I could put the number of attendees. So let's just say 15 people show up overnight. So now we have 65 people here. And now we can see that it's calculated the cost for breakfast. Let's add a couple more. We'll add the deli. We'll add 65 people eating lunch. And my lunch is going to cost approximate $1,000. And then if we do one final one for dinner Tuesday night, let's do Reed Grill. 65 attendees at $21 a person. That's $1,300. So now I can see the cost of each individual meal, and I can see my budget, that what I need a budget for catering for Tuesday is about $3,500. I honestly think this is one of the most impactful Smartsheet improvements we've seen in quite some time. For years, I've had to build workarounds and add instructions to all of my deliverables on how to update and maintain drop-down menus. So having this capability built directly into Smartsheet is going to make solution design much simpler and easier to maintain. If you found this tutorial helpful, please let us know in the comments how you plan on using linked drop-downs in your own Smartsheet solutions. If you enjoy Smartsheet tips, project management tutorials, and practical ways to build better business solutions, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future tutorials. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.